Hi guys, welcome back, and today we're gonna make pancit canton. We have a lot of noodle dishes in the Philippines, but I think the rock star of all noodles is pancit canton, don't you think? We Filipinos don't send just emojis during birthdays, we actually cook pancit. And speaking of which, I'd like to make a shout out. I always give shout outs here in my channel. Shout out to my son Joey in New York, my sister in Orlando, my friend Dave in Southern Illinois, and Lelet in LA. Happy birthday, guys. Let's cook pancit for all of you, shall we? Let's do it. This segment was actually requested by my friend Marisa. Hi Maurice, this is for you. Well, a few weeks ago, I posted a picture of my pancit canton and she asked me how I make it look like it's so glossy and the veggies look so crispy. So stick with me within the next few minutes. I will show you the secrets. I know this is a classic dish and you might have your own way in cooking it, but a few steps will amp it up. I promise you that. So stick around. Let's work on our pork we sliced into strips. After slicing it, then we put it in a pan, then add a cup of water and let it render its own fat. Alright, so this is about 10 minutes and as you can see, the pork has rendered its own fat. Now we season it with salt and pepper. So this is the first secret. We use the rendered fat to saute our toppings. Now we brown it a bit and then we set it aside. Put our garlic, onions. Let's saute it a bit. And then also ginger. Two pieces of like sliver of ginger and then on a big slice like that so that I could just fish it out later on. I just want a slight hint of ginger in there. We could set that to a side and put our shrimp. Put a shrimp there and I want this shrimp to sear its side. If you have shrimp with its heads and tails, it's also the better because the flavor is in the head and in the shell. So I also love to use that with the heads. So leave it as is. And then make sure your pork here doesn't burn. Continue to just move it around. Flip the shrimp like so. And then now we season it again with salt and pepper. You can see that the shrimp has changed its color. You could now mix this all together. And then put 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce and 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. Another tablespoon of seasoning. And then we pair it like so. We cook it for a few minutes. Our goal is to reduce the sauce. So now this is the look that you want. The sauce has reduced. The shrimp looks like they are seared. So now we set this aside. Okay, so using the same pan, I'd like to add in again some onions and garlic. And then there's no right or wrong with the veggies that you put in. So for me, whatever is in the fridge, that's what I usually put. And luckily, I have most of the usual suspects. Celery, like a pop of color there. So carrots is always welcome to join in the party. Give it a quick stir. And then the secret here is not to overcook your veggies. That way it's nice and crisp. And then on to the party is the green beans. But normally it should be snow peas, but green beans is fine. It just mimics the same texture as the snow peas. And you have to cut it in strips so that everything will be uniformly cooked. And as soon as this one is nice and crisp, we add in our cabbage right there. I like the cabbage to be a little bit bigger than strips. Just quick stir like that. Let's add in our pork and shrimp. Then stir it again. So this is our topping for our noodles. Okay, right? So everything looks crisp and delicious. Now, switch off our stove for a while and let's set this aside one more time. In setting aside, we left some in the pan. Why? Because we're building our broth and we want our broth to be as delicious as the topping. You could build your own broth by boiling some bones, or you could just dissolve some bouillon cubes into water. Meanwhile, while that is boiling, I'd like to focus your attention on our other pot here. Boiling water, and I put like a tablespoon of baking soda. Now, this is an additional step, but again, this step will make your pancit canton restaurant quality, I guarantee you. I'm using dried noodles, and what I want you to do is cook it on the baking soda water that we have prepared here, like so. As soon as it boils, leave it for like a minute or two. I want you to go ahead and fish it out. Cooking your noodles this way is an additional step, but I guarantee you it will make the difference. Because see, these noodles and the treasure, al dente. Nice with the bite. So now the other pan is boiling. Now it's time for us to put in the noodles like so. And just toss it together. And then this is almost done, and we don't want our noodles to be soggy and mushy. And then at this point, you could add salt, pepper, or anything according to your taste. For now, what I just want to add in here is sesame oil. A little dollop right there. That's probably not a little, but around 2 teaspoons or something. It depends. Some people don't like sesame oil, but I like it in my noodles, especially for pancit canton. We add back half of the stir-fried veggies. We add it back there and then toss it together. And then we're happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joey. So, and in true Filipino fashion, serve this family style. So the topping is, because we didn't overcook it, it's not soggy, the veggies are crisp, the noodles looks glossy, not glassy, glossy, just like I promised you in the beginning. And there you go. Pancit canton. I'll skip to Malou. Okay, so let's taste it. This is my favorite part. Let's see if the veggies are still crunchy. Very crunchy. The shrimp. Plump and juicy. The noodles are al dente. So good. If you follow the recipe and all the steps that I've done today, I hope that it will exactly taste like this, because you will thank me for it. You're welcome. So, hanggang sa muli, this is Malou saying, that's a wrap!